everyone. Scientific communication can serve as a tool of scientific advancement. Do you know the types of scientific writing? What are the benefits of scientific writing? Before I proceed further, let me introduce. I'm Dr. Amar, Assistant Professor Food Science and Technology, the Islamia University of Bahawalpur. Scientific presentation is an art. Science refers to the systematic, intellectual, practical investigations conducted for the determination of physical, chemical, and other behavioral properties of the matter. Science and technology are service to the mankind, and you witness that these have converted the world into a global village. Now everyone is connected with his colleagues, friends, and family members at almost every place of the world. But remember, the wonders of this world wouldn't have taken place without the progress and advancement of the science. Similarly, science without global connectivity is an illusion. Hence, the scientific findings need to be disseminated throughout the world so that everyone can get benefit from them. But do you know how the scientific information can be disseminated? There is something with scientific language. In this global village, the language of science needs to be uniform so that everyone can get benefit of the research conducted in any part of the world. The language of scientific writing is quite different from normal writing. The young science graduates and the grooming scientists need to learn the art of scientific writing methods. Hence, this lecture describes what is research, what is a scientific project, and what is scientific writing. At this stage, are you able to tell me the significance of research projects? And also, do you know why the learning of scientific writing is so important? Firstly, we discuss what is research. It includes all the systematic investigations which are either literature based or experiment based. The research projects, on the other hand, not only depend on the research questions but also give a full plan for the systematic answering of those research questions. The systematic investigations not only include the literature search but also include the experimental research. The research projects are generally required in industry, universities, research organizations, and other organizations. Moreover, these are the tools for fetching funds from national and global research funding agencies. The research projects are the backbone of scientific development as well as are the requirement for finding the solutions for common problems. Moreover, they are the tools for future planning for future research and development. Scientific writing, on the other hand, is the method of communication of scientific findings with the global stakeholders. There are several types of scientific writing. These include a class assignment, a special problem or a case study, a scientific article, a synopsis, thesis or dissertation, a research grant proposal, an internship report, an extension article, an oral presentation or a seminar. The students, scientists, professionals need to learn the art of scientific writing in order to disseminate the scientific findings to prevent the duplication of research, waste of time and resources, persuade funding agencies for research grants, attract industry for innovation. Learning the art of scientific writing and grooming research skills is therefore a mandatory requirement for academia, for professionals to gain perks and incentives, to gain promotion, as well as for scientific and industrial documentation. The general requirements for scientific writing include that it must be authentic. Moreover, it must be uniform. Similarly, it must be repeatable and reproducible so that everyone in any part of the world can get the same results following the same methods using the same materials and equipment. Finally, the language should be understandable and easy to follow. There are two main components of scientific language which include style and format. Firstly, the style is not simple to understand. It represents the language to be used, where the punctuation will be used, which punctuations will be used, which words will be capitalized, and will the American spelling will be used or the British ones. Similarly, the tone of the language is important to elaborate the scientific message. The style also includes the abbreviation of scientific terms, the rules of foreign terms in the regular language, and the grammatical rules. Secondly, the format is technical but easy to understand and learn. It represents the arrangement of elements in the language. The author needs to know how to set the margins, ensure uniform line and paragraph spacing, adjustment of the indentation, proper heading style, and an intelligent use of headers and footers. Finally, the adjustment of font is also important. There are two main types of the fonts. One that has the edges on its letter, it's called sans serif. The second type does not have edges on its letters and it's rather smooth. It's called serif. Similarly, the size of fonts also needs to be adjusted according to the requirement. And finally, these research materials need to be disseminated in the target audience through the process of publishing. There are numerous publishing groups who have different formatting requirements, have their own style and formatting guides. Hence, the authors must master formatting. I shall explain how to alter the formatting of a document in a separate lecture. After today's lecture, can you tell me why do you need to learn research projects and scientific writing? What are the different types of scientific presentations? What are the components of document style and formatting? Thank you very much folks for listening. Happy learning. Bye.